Are you tired of waking up every morning with a new ache or pain? Does your hot water smell really bad lately? Are you tired of paying high property taxes? Well, I've got good news for you. Today I'm going to teach you how to replace the anode rod inside your water heater, which is only going to fix one of those problems. The anode rod is found inside your water heater. It's a rod that's designed to attract the corrosive properties found in water, so that the rod itself is sacrificed rather than deteriorating the inside lining of your water heater. If you replace this rod every 4 to 5 years, you'll greatly prolong the life of your water heater. So stay with me. I'm going to walk you through some simple steps on how to replace an anode rod. Even if you have no plumbing experience, I think you're going to find that this is a very simple process. The first step is to remove that inversion table that you haven't touched in the last 8 years. Next, turn off the gas by rotating the red knob 90 degrees. If it's an electric water heater, be sure to turn the power off. The next step is to turn off the cold water supply that feeds the water heater. If you miss this step, you'll find out very quickly why it was so important. Next, connect a hose to the water heater connection and let approximately 2 gallons drain into either a bucket or your sump pump pit. Now, open up a hot water faucet somewhere in your house. No water should be coming out at this point, since you turned off the water to the water heater. At this point, you should be ready to remove the old anode rod. Take your breaker bar and your socket, try to loosen it. Forewarning, this is going to be the foul language part of the job. You might want to send the wife and the kids out for ice cream at this point. Try your best to get that thing loose. It will eventually come loose, just keep at it. You may also want to get a pipe and extend that breaker bar. The longer that lever, the more force that you could apply to that, and hopefully you'll get it out. Like I said, once you get past this point, you're home free. On top of the water heater, you're going to see a white plug. It's possible that on your water heater, that's where the anode rod is underneath there. You just pop that off. On this particular one, the nut is exposed more towards the center of the heater. It's also a good idea to spray some WD-40 onto the threads and let it sit there for a few minutes. Once you're able to get it loose, watch for water coming out of the top. If this happens, just open the drain and let some more water out. Be very careful though, this water is very hot. Here's the old anode rod that we just removed from the water heater. Take a closer look at this. Isn't that just lovely? It should serve as another reminder of why you don't want to drink water out of your faucet, especially if it's coming from the water heater. And now that we have the old rod out, we're ready to put the new one in. This particular one is made out of magnesium, and it comes in 4 segments. This is flexible so that it makes it easier to install it. Most water heater applications, you don't have enough clearance over the top to put a new rigid anode rod in. This one altogether is about 44 inches long. It would be pretty difficult in most applications to install this rod. I was a little bit surprised that the local plumbing supply houses didn't stock these. And forget about going to Home Depot. They probably never even heard of a flexible one. I got this one on Amazon. This one is made out of magnesium. It only cost me about $25. So we're going to wrap the threads here with some Teflon tape. We're going to install it, and we're almost done. Now that you have the new anode rod installed, Remove the hose from the heater drain. Turn the cold water supply back on. Open a faucet temporarily to remove the air. Turn the gas valve back on. Relight the pilot if you do not have electronic ignition, or turn the power back on if it's electric. And that's all there is to it. If you plan on replacing your own anode rod, it should take you about an hour depending on how difficult it is to take the existing rod out. If you plan on filming your adventure, well, add about 4.5 hours to that.
Dinner's ready.
Coming! In the meantime, I hope this video helps you. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel so I could bring you some more exciting content in the future. Bye-bye!